everybody. Thank you. The situation in Gaza will be at the top of our focus. We will continue our relentless diplomacy to bring an end to this conflict and bring the remaining hostages home. We will continue to work around the clock to alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people.
Can you give us some sort of update on where the talks are at the moment to try and get a ceasefire in Gaza? What's holding it up? What makes you think you can get this done by January 20? And also, what is the US doing to, improve the aid situation, which is still as dire as ever?
As I said in my remarks, our diplomatic efforts continue. I can't tell you exactly where the talks are. I can tell you that those efforts are continuing to be made with the hopes that we can get to a resolution. And on the humanitarian situation, again, the situation is dire. We are not in any way playing down how dire the situation is, but we're also on the ground every single day working to find a solution, working to ensure that food and other necessary assistance is being delivered to the Palestinian people. And more needs to be done in that area, and we're going to continue to work on that.
Some accusing the United States of undermining global justice efforts and that it has the potential, U.S. action has the potential to damage not only the court, but the conduct and the implementation of international law. The Japanese president of the court, Judge Tomoko Akane, said the court is being threatened by draconian economic sanctions by a permanent member of the Security Council as if it were a terrorist organization. How does the United States respond to this very specific criticism from allies of your own country?
I can't respond to this other than to say that we have worked with the court in the past, but we do believe that this particular case against the Israelis is not justified.
And does that warrant sanctions? Does that warrant punitive measures? Disagreeing with other institutions, allies? I mean, there have been specific countries named by certain Republican senators, including Canada, France, the United Kingdom. 124 member nations are members and party to the ICC.
And we're not a party to the ICC, as you know, but I'm not going to comment on the comments that have been made about the ICC by
sanctions. Is the threat of sanctions appropriate?
Not going to comment.
I would like to hear from you about how the U.S. administration is approaching the recent violation of the ceasefire between Hezbollah and Israel. Thank you.
Look, what we will be working for is a diplomatic solution on the ground. We have people on the ground working around the clock to try to find a path to a ceasefire in Gaza and bring home the hostages and deal with the horrific humanitarian situation on the ground. We have never given up on that, and I can assure you this administration will be working on this until we succeed or until we walk out the door on January 20th, and I hope we succeed. We're working to succeed. And then on the situation in Lebanon, we're moving forward. There has been an agreement. There have been some hiccups, but the agreement is still standing, and we're looking forward to monitoring the situation on the ground to ensure that the situation continues, the ceasefire continues to be honored.
Sorry, I think that's all we have time for, but appreciate everyone's time.
Thanks.
Thanks.